Action.
Oh, it's time to drink this Four Roses single barrel. Let me pour you some first. That enough for you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm gonna dive in. You wanna have a good conversation with me? You ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay. All right. What excites you? Let me be more specific. Like when it comes to what you watch, what excites you? Like what makes you want to watch certain things? Because I know that you really enjoy film. So what makes you pick certain things and not other things?
Okay. Well, I love horror. So horror usually catches me before action movies or comedies.
And what makes horror stand out to you?
The unknown, the writing, what's going to happen.
But everything is unknown. Every movie is unknown mostly.
But horror seems to have a deeper twist in it than an action movie. Like the action movie, what it is, the action is off the hook, and then I didn't know that this person was behind it all, right? Whereas horror films seem to have a better twist to me.
Oh, so it's more the twist of it?
Yeah, the twist or what happened, what brought this person to do this. Yeah.
So you like surprises?
In the story, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really be caring for surprises. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. Like when it comes to like TV shows, there's not much horror on TV shows. How do you pick TV shows?
TV shows. When I pick a TV show, there's more and more on comedy, and it's like some of the comedy that can get past people. Why I like it a lot. Like it's so like something that's so real. It's telling you something that you need to like. Some dudes need to pay attention to, but a lot of other genders like it at the same time, but won't even catch that they're trying to speak to.
Do you think you look at it more as a creator, or do you look at it more as a consumer?
Creator.
See, yeah, that's really what it is. So you kind of look at the stuff that you would like to do. I'm assuming.
Yeah, or something that. Yeah.
Like when I watch like as a consumer. So I watch like from a perspective of how I want the world to be. So I watch a lot of hero stuff or science fiction because that's the world I wish I could live in. I wish I could fly through space or fly or save people. So I'm not looking at it as far as a creator, but I'm just saying that's my perspective. So it excites me to see heroic stuff or to see somebody that gets to go faster than the speed of light or have to travel 50,000 light years. You know, that really moves me because that's really what I wish I could do. So like when it comes to horror, I don't ever want to be in those situations. I don't even want to relate to them because that's something I would never want to see. It's something I can't even, like I know a lot of people see it from the entertainment perspective, but I've never been attracted to it because I would never want that to happen. Not even imaginary. I never imagine it. Like I can imagine somebody being a killer, but that's something is in the far reaches of my mind. So it's, and even with TV shows, I've always tended to watch the more heroic shows or space adventure type shows. Would always, the hero thing.
Yeah, sometimes I can watch a film and look at it as a consumer.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I notice I can do both at the same time, depending on I don't know where my head is at.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Like Wolf of Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Like I looked at that movie. Well, I read the book first, but when I watched the movie, I look at that as a consumer and like how I wanted my life to be without, fracking people.
Well, for me, like Wolf of Wall Street, just understanding it is like that is always a way. That's how I see it. Like those analogies, like Wolf of Wall Street or Wall Street or any movie is about making it. It's like my view is motivational somewhat, even though it'll be corrupt. It's still, You know, that somebody that came from humble beginnings can succeed. So that's what I get.
Like Scarface.
No,
Like a lot of people like Scarface.
yeah, but that's because they can relate to that. A lot of people come from an environment and they got that I'm gonna take it from you by any means necessary mentality. Scarface was a decent movie, but I never lived by that. I never want to call myself Tony Montana. I ain't ever felt like that, you know. My thing is where I could, if you even go dark, which is funny. The ultimate dark character for me is Anakin. Like, and he ain't even really dark if you really know his whole story, because he was trying to do the right thing, you know. So, yeah, it's just for me.
What about Patrick Bateman?
What about him?
Didn't you like his character?
The movie was funny, so I more like the humor of it more than I care about the horror aspect. I just thought it was silly, so it had me laughing because I understand by understanding people. A lot of people have that crazy jealousy is rational. Well, I've never had that. I don't look at somebody and just wish I could replace them, or I'm not. I get motivated by what other people do. So if somebody else succeeds, it makes me want to succeed. And I think if they can do it, I can do it. So I guess it's just my thoughts. I just kind of, it's like I've noticed that most people want to push what excites them on other people instead of accepting that people have differences. And that's something I strive not to do, is push my excitement on anyone. Even though, like, I watch anime every day, but any of my friends will tell you, I don't call them and say, you need to watch this. You need, like, I say, I like this, but I let people do what they do, you know? And that's just how I see things. And drinking 4 roses, and it's 4 roses.
Do you frack and enjoy it?
Fracking?
Do you frack and enjoy it?
It's decent. Like, it's not like woo, but it's drinkable. It's decent.
Sometimes there's some whiskeys that, like, if I just had it by itself, they just stick out. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is good.
Oh, this is good.
But then when you sometimes have it with other whiskeys, it's like
It's kind of like I said. If you never had a Bentley and you got, let's say you never had a car at all, and you get a bucket, you love that bucket. But when you drove in Maseratis and Ferraris, even Bentleys don't mean that much to you anymore. So I think when it comes to whiskeys, we've been a little spoiled. Not saying this is not good, but you know, we've had some incredible Willets and Elijah Craig barrel proofs and some barrels, you know. So it's kind of 4 Roses is good, but it's, you know, it's just 4 Roses, you know. Yeah, we talked about if you could change something today, what would you want to change? Just the first thing, like
world peace.
Really? For me, I'll be honest. It would probably be, you know, it's sad to say, I would want to change my network so I can improve my financial situation. That's really what it is, because I think that having the right people in your network that give you a chance, because that's what I would change. If I could just stop and get people to just interact with me, converse with me, listen to my videos, it would change a lot. Just having people stop and just interacting with me, changing my network, you know, because I really think money can change your life. So not that I'm broke, but I'm not rich. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say I don't want to be rich, because I do, but
the freedom of being rich, right? You want to just do anything you want to do without it having to think about how much you have to spend on it.
Yeah, I want that freedom of not worrying about the struggle. And at least I don't think I'm opulent. I don't want everything, but I just don't want to worry about if my refrigerator go out, I can get a decent refrigerator that I like, you know, which may be irrational or illogical, but I like the French doors. You know what I'm just saying? So that's what I you know, you want to, it's ego.
I like French doors too.
Yeah, but
you know what else I like that's French?
Fries? Kissing? Finger food? I don't know what you're saying.
French.
Toes? French nail polish?
No.
French tips?
French.
Toast crunch? You haven't said it, so I don't know. I can keep guessing. And if you're not going to say it, then you can't drag it out of me.
Hangman.
What?
It starts with a W.
Say it. You know, say what you like. French what?
No, I want you to figure it out.
I'm cool. I'm not good at speculation.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a H.
Nope. So you like French? I'm assuming you say French dancers for money. That's what you're talking about. Does she dance for money? Is that what you're talking about?
I'll be a private dancer. Dancer for Monday.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you know what? Oh man,
You like Battlestar Galactica?
love it.
Did they tell the
Which one are you talking about though? Original or the second one?
the second one?
Yeah,
Frack.
yeah, but Frack was in the first one too.
The one back in the 80s?
So, yeah, it said stuff like that.
Didn't know. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. It didn't say it exactly, but
So let's just have a little bit of fun. What would your word be? Would you change? What would instead of frack? What would it be?
don't matter.
If you had to take out that word, the F word, but express it. What would yours be?
Frack?
Can't use frack.
I don't know. I never thought about that. I'm not.
That's why I said it.
What the fudge?
The fudge.
What the fudge? I guess I don't know. What the refrigerator? I don't know. Why don't I just say that makes no sense? You know, I don't know, because you can say the same thing without having a pejorative. That you don't even need to use that word.
Just be, "Ooh!"
I'd be like, man, that's idiotic. You know?
What's the "Ooh"?
That's what you want to call it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. I think it started off good, but it ended horribly to me. Just
The second one.
Yeah, the second one, because they kind of.
Because it was the that was the past, right?
Yeah, but the whole point is Starbucks' story didn't make sense. You know, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. She dies and she comes back, and you go just accept her. Like, where did you come from? I don't know. We're supposed to accept you. Could have been a sideline. And so that means, you know, something intelligent created you. So now we know there's somebody out there just manipulating everything that knows what's going on. So I don't understand it. It didn't make sense. And I'm not good at accepting things that don't make sense. It's hard for me. Like, I'm kind of skeptical. I don't just go off on faith much. I'm really not the best at it. Not really, you know?
Ding, 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 ding. I always love the opening of
Understood. I thought I started out the first 2 or 3 seasons. The first 2 was off the chain. 3 and 4 was not the same.
Don't like most shows seem to fall off. Like, well, TV, like Game of Thrones.
Bad. No, it didn't fall off. They made it before they let the writer really finish it, and he had other things like it could have been great. Now everything don't fall off.
Heroes.
Yeah, it fell off. But I can name stuff that didn't fall off to me. Star Trek, The Next Generation.
It's funny.
Deep
Next
Space
Generation was
Nine.
on. I was going to ask you this earlier. Who was the chick? She had the curly hair. She was pretty, and I was like, dang, I remember to watch it.
Deanna Troy. I don't remember her real name, but I try to think of shows that never fell off.
Smallville.
Smallville never fell off. Never.
I'm gonna give you 2 that I think never fell off.
The Wire never fell off.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Angel.
You love those.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
I never got really into Charmed.
Me
I tried
neither.
to watch it.
I just, the only reason I watch Buffy and Angel is because you liked it so much. Huh?
Oh,
What?
because I like it so much?
Yeah. Yeah, me, it wasn't horrible, but I never really wanted to revisit it. It wasn't like my thing. But I know a lot of people loved it. Me, decent though.
You ever watch Soul Train?
Not really.
Do you remember your parents used to watch it?
No. I never watched what my parents watched. That's an interesting question. That was interesting. That's a good question.
Were you ever into like award shows, like the hip hop awards?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I never cared about none of that. If it wasn't Voltron, Transformers, Star Trek, Beastmaster, something like that.
Oh, Beastmaster.
It wasn't when people fighting with swords or something. I was
Yeah.
watching that. Like I was Street Hawk,
As a kid.
Knight Rider. Or what Spider-Man is Amazing Friend. It was always stuff for me to watch that I liked, or the Hulk specials, So
Not the Ewoks.
no, but I can watch that.
You
I
like
love
that?
Star Wars. Anything I have Star Wars.
I did not like
V,
that musical.
V, the Final Battle. Anything that had to
yeah.
do with stuff like that. Space 1999. Space Above and Beyond. I watched all those type of shows.
How about this is not horror really, but a lot of people in the horror community like it. It was called Class of 1999. Do you remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever like that one?
Can barely remember it.
It was where the
They had
teachers
guns and stuff to school the kids, right?
did it. It was like
Gotta see it again.
teachers.
Yeah, I gotta see it again. Yeah, but we were born at the age where VHS came out. So then, like when I could just always watch the same stuff. I could watch Robotech all day long and night long because I recorded it. And then video games. So if I would rather play a video game than watch TV, so I would be playing games.
Yeah, I was like that too.
So I had so much stuff to like. It's the kids today. Internet has changed everything. Now you can watch any show anytime that you want. You can buy the DVDs and still watch it, still or Blu-rays. So I don't know if I was born too late or too early because this has been the perfect time to be a kid. You ain't got to go to the library, or you can get everything on the internet, learn it, and you can be way up on game. So education to me is like you could be so advanced so early. Just imagine being born today and understanding history and going and read everything you can and read all these articles, peer-reviewed things, and they try to make it lock you out, but
now
it's kind of hard. Like there's still stuff behind paywalls, so you still can't get like a lot of information if you don't get access to the periodicals or the scholarly work that people are putting out, and a lot of stuff is not digital. But
the fact to me, if I really wanted to right now, write a script, get this phone, and just shoot it all on his phone, print it out myself to hand to people, or not hand to people, but sell to people. There was a time when you couldn't do that.
Yeah, the world has gotten better, man. So it's maybe more a competition, but you still have more opportunity. So right now, we could become YouTube superstars. There's somebody just comes and listen to us. It's like that 20 years ago, this would never happen. Not even 10 years ago, but maybe 10. But I really say not 20 years ago for sure. You know what I mean? This wasn't even around in 2001. So the world is really, I'm really happy. And yeah, you know what? This is really a good sipper. This is really just a good sipper.
Pour you some more.
I'm good, man.
Go ahead and do it.
No, I'm good.
It loves you.
Yeah, it loves you more.
It believes in you.
Yeah, I believe in me and it believes in you too. You got to know when to say when. And no matter how much I like drinking, I said drinking. How much I like drinking, I got to know to say no. Yeah, it's good though.
A lot of things you got to say no.
I want to though. Anyway, you had some good questions. Finally, I'm impressed by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe on this camera.
But no, I'm
Right.
impressed that you asked me like, did I ever watch like stuff? I never watched Soul Train or none of that. Like I never cared about roller skating. I never cared about going to concerts, even though I've been to lots of them. I never cared about
BMX?
Huh?
What about BMX?
Oh, I like bikes. I got a couple bikes stolen though. That pissed me off. But I think less likely for bikes to get stolen today than when we were growing up. I don't think it really would happen that much today.
Yeah, I think now you can have some technology in it to where you can find it fast.
Yeah, I think it's more of a safer world today than like if you don't think about it. Like we got into fights. Like you couldn't go nowhere. Now, yeah, people probably still get in some trouble, but it's less likely to happen like it used to. You know what I mean? Growing up in Los Angeles, it was gangs, and I don't really see the gang issue like when we was growing up, and like in the '80s and the '90s. It was real, bro. You couldn't even go anywhere. Where are you from? Oh, even gang bang, homie. Where are you from, though? Is there going to be a problem?
From Necron 9.
Yeah. Oh, I know where you from.
Yeah, you look like you from one of those. You look like you one of those persons.
Yeah, like really, dude. Dude, I'm not even. I don't want no problems, homie. I'm just trying to enjoy my life. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, it would be great to be a child today. I mean, people think, oh, they can't go to play, but it's just the abilities to learn and to earn and to not to become your own entrepreneur is so much more open. It's so much more better, I think, than it was before.
I agree.
You can learn what an LLC is. You know, you can learn how to incorporate. You can learn how to get in contact with a reseller, or to get in contact with a vendor or a shop that can print out your merchandise. Now you can have a digital storefront, and you don't have to buy a store to sell products and make a profit. Now you can just play with your toys and kiss your wife and become a millionaire. Right? You know, I'm just being honest. You know, say, look at my little cute baby. Ooh, and here, so how can the world not be better today? I wish we could have got paid. You know how much big video games I beat that people didn't even know. And if I would have, if the internet would have happened when I was a kid,
Yeah,
I would have never. I would have. Man, my life would have been great. First time I remember.
You had the idea of it because I remember you recording ActRaiser.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I just didn't know. Like, I just loved playing games, and I just like to look at the games I beat. And I was trying to beat everything. Zelda. I remember when I beat Link's Adventures of Link. I remember beating so many games. There was Blaster Master. I just love when I finished. I remember the first time I got to the Minds World and Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers 2. I just remember so many games were so dope, man. First time I played Final Fantasy on the NES, the first time I played it was Final Fantasy 2. That's what it was, but it was Final Fantasy 4. It was Cecil, the Dark Knight. I had a great growing up, bro. I really like that. I really like, but I love being an adult more than I like being a kid. That's what's so funny. Life was great for me. And I'm sorry, people. They got to call you were great too. I'm going off on a tangent, but yeah, life was great. Ah, man, there's a lot of talking. I'm gonna end this.
All right, let's
I feel like drink some more.
we go Uber to Aladdin Castle.
I wish we could, bro. Wish we could. Trust me, I enjoy drinking, but I gotta say no. All right, people. Peace out.